Imagine this. You create a revolutionary social media idea while studying at Harvard. You hire a programmer to build it. A few months later, that same programmer launches his own platform. And that platform becomes the biggest social network in human history. You watch it explode into a trillion-dollar company, and the world calls him the genius. But what if the story didn't end there? What if losing that battle accidentally led you to one of the greatest investments in modern history? This is the story of Tyler Winklevoss, the man who lost Facebook, but helped become one of the first Bitcoin billionaires. Tyler Winklevoss and his identical twin brother Cameron Winklevoss were not ordinary college students. They were tall, extremely disciplined, and incredibly competitive. At Harvard University, they were star athletes on the rowing team. Their goal? Win championships. But the twins also had something else, a vision. They believed the internet was about to change the way people connected forever. And they wanted to build the first exclusive social network for college students. In 2003, the Winklevoss twins started working on a project called Harvard Connection, later renamed Connect U. The concept was simple: a private online network where Harvard students could create profiles, connect with classmates, and build a digital campus community. Today, this idea sounds normal, but in 2003, social media barely existed. No Instagram, no TikTok, no Snapchat, and even Facebook didn't exist yet. The twins needed a programmer to help finish the project, so they reached out to a talented Harvard student. His name was Mark Zuckerberg. At the time, Zuckerberg had already built a reputation at Harvard. He was brilliant with code. He had created several campus tools and small apps. So the Winklevoss twins brought him onto the project. They shared their idea, their code, their plans for Harvard Connection. Zuckerberg agreed to help build the platform, but something strange started happening. Weeks passed, then months. The project kept getting delayed. Emails went unanswered. Progress slowed down. The twins began to suspect something wasn't right. Then one day, everything changed. In February 2004, Zuckerberg launched a brand new website. It was called thefacebook.com. Within days, Harvard students were signing up rapidly. The platform spread like wildfire across campus, and the Winklevoss twins were stunned, because the concept looked very familiar. Profiles, student networks, college connections, the exact idea they had been developing. The twins believed something terrible had happened. They accused Zuckerberg of stealing their idea. According to them, he delayed their project, used the time to build his own platform, and then launched it first. And now that platform was growing faster every day. Harvard students loved it. Soon, it expanded beyond Harvard, then to other universities, then across the United States, and eventually to the entire world. The Winklevoss twins refused to stay silent. They filed a lawsuit against Zuckerberg. The case quickly became one of the most famous legal battles in tech history. On one side, a young rising tech genius. On the other, two determined entrepreneurs claiming their idea had been stolen. The fight dragged on for years. Meanwhile, Facebook kept growing. Millions of users, then tens of millions, then hundreds of millions. By the time the case was close to settlement, Facebook had already become a global phenomenon. Finally, in 2008, the case was settled. The Winklevoss twins received about $65 million, part cash, part Facebook shares. For many people, that would have been the end of the story, a painful loss.
A big payout, and a life of quiet wealth. But for Tyler Winklevoss, this was only the beginning. Because a few years later, he would discover something strange on the internet. A mysterious new digital currency created by an anonymous inventor. Most people ignored it. Many called it a scam. But Tyler Winklevoss saw something different. An opportunity. That currency was called Bitcoin. And the decision he was about to make would change his life forever. In 2012, Tyler Winklevoss and his twin brother Cameron Winklevoss were already wealthy from the Facebook settlement. But they were still searching for something bigger, something revolutionary. One day, they heard about a strange digital currency on the internet, a currency with no government, no central bank, and no physical form. It was called Bitcoin. At that time, most people thought Bitcoin was a joke. Some called it internet money. Others called it a scam used by hackers. But Tyler saw something different. He believed Bitcoin could become digital gold. In 2013, the Winklevoss twins made a decision that shocked the financial world. They invested $11 million into Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was trading around $100 per coin. Even many tech investors thought they were crazy. Friends warned them. Financial experts laughed at them. But Tyler Winklevoss believed something powerful. He believed Bitcoin had the potential to become a global financial revolution. And instead of buying a little, the twins bought a massive amount. Around 120,000 Bitcoins, almost 1% of the entire Bitcoin supply. But investing in Bitcoin wasn't easy. Soon after their investment, the market crashed hard. Bitcoin fell dramatically. The media started mocking crypto investors. People called Bitcoin dead. Some investors sold everything in panic. But Tyler Winklevoss didn't panic. Instead, he made a simple rule. Never sell your Bitcoin in fear. He once said something famous. We believe Bitcoin is better than gold. And they held their coins, through the crashes, through the criticism, through the uncertainty. Then something incredible happened. Bitcoin started rising again. $500, $1,000, then thousands. The technology behind Bitcoin, blockchain, started attracting global attention. Big investors began entering the market. Wall Street started paying attention, and suddenly, those crazy investors from Harvard didn't look so crazy anymore. The Winklevoss twins were now among the largest Bitcoin holders on Earth. But Tyler didn't want to just hold Bitcoin. He wanted to build an entire financial system around it. In 2014, the twins launched a cryptocurrency exchange. Its name was Gemini. Gemini was different from many early crypto exchanges. It focused on regulation, security, institutional investors. Their goal was simple: make cryptocurrency safe and trusted for mainstream investors. As Bitcoin continued to rise, the value of their investment exploded. Their $11 million investment turned into billions of dollars. Tyler Winklevoss officially became one of the first Bitcoin billionaires in history. The same people who once laughed now invited him to speak at financial conferences. Governments started discussing crypto regulations. Major companies began investing in Bitcoin. The world had changed. And Tyler Winklevoss had been early. Very early. There is a strange irony in Tyler Winklevoss's story. He lost the biggest social media company in the world, Facebook. But that loss pushed him into something even more revolutionary: Bitcoin. Sometimes the biggest losses in life lead to the greatest opportunities. Today, Tyler Winklevoss is known as a tech entrepreneur, a crypto pioneer, a Bitcoin billionaire.
But his story teaches something deeper. Innovation often looks crazy in the beginning. Most people reject new ideas. They laugh, they criticize, they doubt. But the people who change the world are the ones who see the future early. Tyler Winklevoss lost Facebook, but by believing in Bitcoin, he helped build the future of digital money. And the revolution is still just beginning.